It's 5:45 p.m., which means it's time for BC TV's Nightly News Roundup. I'm tonight's host, Roland Boyden, and this is 545 Live. Tonight, more on Marble, 545 Live's YouTube counter, arson in Vernon, and a look at the Hinsdale Bridge. And remember, we do this all in 15 minutes, so make sure you stick with us.
We're lucky to live in Vermont, where communities come together in tragedies to turn tragedies into opportunities.
The Brattleboro Police Department, along with the Vermont State Police, are currently investigating the shooting death of a 59-year-old male.
Last night, local residents held a vigil for Michael Martin on the Whetstone Brook.
This is Brattleboro, Vermont.
I'm on Flat Street here, and as you can see behind me here, the street is completely flooded. You have people up to their knees in water here, cars that are completely submerged.
Route 9, roughly from Route 91 over to Bennington, is closed off. There's flooding everywhere.
Welcome back to 545 Live. That's footage compiled for BC TV's 35th anniversary annual meeting held last night at the Brattleboro Museum and Arts Center. That's a highlight reel for 545 Live's viral YouTube early coverage of Hurricane Irene. Next, the search for missing local teen Marble Arvidsson continues. Yesterday, Brattleboro Police, along with Marble's family, held a brief press conference in the select board room of this very municipal center, urging anyone with information to come forward.
We are looking to speak with an unknown male individual who came to the residence on Saturday and visited with Marble. It is believed that this person may be the last person to see Marble at home. This person is not a suspect, but as we believe may have valuable information on where Marble may be have gone. We urge the individual or anyone who has information about the individual to call the Brattleboro Police Department.
Among the poignant messages was this from Marble's mother.
Marble has a family, has a very big extended family, has a mixed family and is very loved, has brothers and sisters who are also with me in spirit. This is a difficult thing for younger people to fathom, so I appreciate the courage that it takes to speak up and step forward. Something horrible is resting in here, in this room, call it the purple elephant, whatever. Something hurts. Everybody is feeling that. Everybody is missing him. And everybody is worried. And I can only imagine that if someone is walking around and has some kind of information and is really too difficult to share, please, I really invite you to just do what you can. Give it to somebody else. Leave it somewhere to be found. Get that off of your chest. It's all right. It's all right to say it.
And moving on, at around 3 a.m. Tuesday morning, a blaze erupted at Vermont Yankees office building in Vernon. The fire was later determined to be arson. At Tuesday evening's Brattleboro Select Board meeting, Chair Dick DeGray voiced his outrage.
A press release has just gone out. The fire at Entergy at 3 a.m. this morning was determined to be arson. That is unacceptable in our community. Whether you're for it, against it, you put our firefighters in danger. These people, that is unacceptable in our community. I am really boiling. If you could see how red I was, because my ears are burning. I am so upset about what's been going on in our community.
And before we jump to the calendar, we'll close out the news with the Hinsdale Bridge in downtown, which may no longer be safe. Or, so says local resident Mike Mulligan, who's taken his message of danger to the streets. My senior news correspondent Joe Bushy caught up with him earlier this week as he stood guard to the structure in question.
I could show you the terribly rusted parts of this bridge. Matter of fact, it's on Topex Mulligan unsafe bridge. If you look that up and stuff like that, I got a whole bunch of pictures of that bridge.
Are there places of it over here where you can see from the surface where it's severely rusted?
Yes, there is.
Right.
There's a lot of that.
Right, okay.
And so this is not about a rusted bridge. This is about a rusted and deteriorated organization. This isn't about the metal of the bridge. This is about people interacting and how do we, support ourselves and how do we think about the future,
And with that, it's time to hit our weekend calendar coverage. Kern Homes is hosting a Taste of Hope fundraiser Thursday, October 6th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. at the Keene Country Club. The event includes silent auction, local gourmet food, a 50-50 raffle, and much more. The evening will benefit Kern Healthy Kids program. For more on the program, I spoke with Senior Development Officer Kim Fine.
The program's called the Healthy Children Program at Kern Homes, and what it is a fund that helps pay for, there's a lot of things to do with children's health, but it really does help pay for the uninsured and underinsured medical, dental, speech therapy, any of those sort of needs for the children.
You can find out all you need to know about the event and the school at kernhattan.org. And moving on with the calendar, tomorrow at 9 a.m., Irene Flood Relief, Sevka's annual flea market raffle and silent auction is being held. Here's their press release: fun annual community event. It's a flea market, a raffle, a silent auction, and more. And it's at Sevka's Westminster office grounds. There'll be vendors, antiques, bargains galore, activities for kids, and breakfast and lunch foods. And all the proceeds go to Irene disaster relief efforts. And their offices are at Exit 5 off I-91 above Allen Brothers Farms, 91 Buck Drive in Westminster. And moving on, Brattleboro Memorial Hospital is hosting their annual health fair on their grounds at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And tomorrow marks the grand reopening of Kids Place below Hotel Pharmacy on Elliott Street, just off of Main in downtown. They'll be showing off what promises to be a greatly revitalized space. That also starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And tomorrow night, the Vermont Jazz Center presents Shoshito Valdez Trio at 8 p.m. at their 72 Cotton Mill Hill number 222 Suite off South Main in Brattleboro. And don't forget, the Putney Farmers Market is open this Sunday across from the Putney Co-op at 11 a.m. and that runs until 2 p.m. And I'll just throw out a reminder that if we missed your event, or you want more coverage than just me yammering away, then email me, Roland, at BrattleboroTV.org. That's ROLAND at BrattleboroTV.org. Not only will we list your event, but we'll make sure that we can get somebody on film, if it so interests you, put a face to your event and your organization. And with that, it's time for our BCTV Schedule Quick Glance. The Quick Glance is my daily opportunity to shamelessly plug what's coming up on BCTV on both our Comcast cable channels 8 and 10. And we'll start with Vision Quest, a documentary on the rise of the Unitarian Universalists in Brattleboro and the All Souls Church in West Brattleboro, a documentary produced by local videographer Catherine Turness, and one that I had the pleasure of working on myself, a great 30-minute professionally made documentary. So take a look at that. It starts right after this show on this here Channel 8 at 6 p.m. tonight, and I've got a scheduled quick glance clip of that for you as well.
Early in December 2001, a stranger appeared at All Souls just as a worship service was about to begin. He took the lectern and began to speak, delivering a message that became more and more bizarre and incoherent. Concerned for the safety of the congregation, police were called to take into custody the man no one in the congregation knew and who was threatening to do harm to himself. What happened next has been interpreted in different ways, but in the end, the police shot the man in front of several witnesses, and Robert Woodward later died of his wounds.
There is also new hope that we are growing strong again.
We'll keep the quick glance going with producer Emily Payton's Build with Hemp, which shows at 2:28 p.m. tomorrow on Channel 8, followed up at 7:50 p.m. with Brooks Memorial Library's Volunteer Appreciation Day, which has been filmed by our BCTV prolific producer and recent Volunteer of the Year finalist, Maria Dominguez. And that will hop 2 spots up the dial to our Government and Education sister channel, Channel 10, where we have showings of this past Tuesday's Brattleboro Select Board meeting at 6:10 p.m. today and 2:30 p.m. tomorrow on Channel 10. Also tonight on Channel 10, we have a 9:15 p.m. showing of last week's Brattleboro Planning Commission meeting. And we'll continue by heading into tomorrow on Channel 10. We have Monday's Development Review Board meeting at 6:45 p.m. tomorrow. Again, that's all on Channel 10. And that does it for me, everybody. That's a full lid. But before you switch back to Twist of Fate, remember, we'll be back all next week with all the usual fixings, BCTV schedule, quick glance, calendar coverage, all the headlines, and more. For BCTV and 545 Live, I'm Roland Boyden. Good night, everybody.
I want to thank BCTV. They do an outstanding job, and for the staff and all the volunteers, thank you for all you do and provide for not only our community, but the surrounding communities.
BCTV does an extraordinary job. It's a real community service.